Yo, what's going on? This is Kurt and I'm back for another video. The topic of my video today is heart mysticism, activating the solar body plus the solar body versus the light body. What is the main difference between the solar body and the light body? We always hear about the light body, and most of us assume that the light body is the solar body, but it is not. They have nothing in common. Now, although someone or some can call the solar body a type of light body, the light body can never be referred to as a solar body, or at least the type of light body that is mostly discussed in the occult. Before I start, I am hoping to see many of you guys July 20th, which is Saturday, for the Q&A at 2 p.m. Eastern. Send your questions and I'm waiting for you. The workshop, the science of burial and cremation, the science of burial versus cremation and why reincarnation is not real. August 3rd, 3 p.m. I'm expecting a lot of you guys. So, with that said, what is the light body? The light body is an air and fire brain-based state dependent upon the infinity of knowledge. This light comes from the blood that is shed in the way of one's creed, denomination, or religion. The essence of this light is blood and belief. It is a body that is acquired and that needs constant feeding. Remember in American Gods, they said that the gods are dying because humans are not praying to them. It was their light body. That's why you can be fallen when you have this type of light body, which is a lunar body. That's why you have fallen angels. Not a single person, no one can show me no one can show me electricity that is Muslim or water that is Christian. It's impossible. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that this sort of light body is always the result of conflict, coercion, and of imposing your worldview, your dogmas, your religion, and your beliefs upon others and nature. The more you do, the more you ascend, and the higher the degrees of light you obtain and are able to manipulate. It's like an ego that needs compliments, validation, recognition, attention. Those come in the form of masses, prayers, rituals, blood sacrifices, wars, pilgrimages. In essence, this sort of light body is brain-based. It's based on knowledge, but it is based on the infinity of both knowledge and ignorance. It is based on a perception, meaning they say, no, my God created this. They say, my God created this. But if you take a molecule of water, it has one signature, but there's 1,000 different gods for the same nature and the same creation. What does that mean? This type of light body is always the result of converting, coercing, changing subjugating other people's minds, attentions, hearts, so that they can send energy, worship, and adhere to your creed and to your belief. However, when your creed, your belief, your religion, your status falls, you become a fallen one, a fallen angel, a fallen this. Remember, I don't want to speak about angels in the broad sense, but an angel is in certain degree, in certain organizations, in certain orders. Once you accomplish certain things, once you shed enough blood, once you convert enough people, once you do X, Y, and Z, you are given the title angel, and you're able to eat very well from the light that is being beamed into the belief system. So, the solar body is independent of anyone's attention, beliefs, prayers. It has nothing to do with that. Okay, so the solar body is totally distinct. It is not acquired, but realized, buried underneath all the lies and the falsehood we tell ourselves. So we hide behind darkness because of our fear, our shame, our guilt, our emotional complexes. But ironically, the darkness behind which we hide is what they call light. The darkness is the light that they parade. So when you see them in the pictures, in the religious depictions, and they're all in white, no, they're in darkness. They're covered by belief. They've isolated themselves from the reality of nature and covered themselves with beliefs and cloaked themselves with beliefs. That's why they have a book, because the book is the source of their belief, and they always have to reaffirm their belief. And anything that goes against their belief, they have to kill. And when they kill, they say it was in the name of their God. So they get more light, more energy, more blood, more attention for their belief system. So now, the solar body, how do you activate your solar body? Just by understanding this simple fact. The solar body is simply your truth body. It is composed of all four elements in their harmonious state. It is the truth that hides in the depths of your heart, but that your words and your speech refuses to communicate both internally and externally. The sun is truthful because it gives and sustains life. Chi is life force. Therefore, a candy contains life force, yet less than bread. And bread contains life force, yet less than a fruit. But none of those contain as much life force as you honoring, acknowledging, and having the courage to express what is deeply in your heart. So I'm going to give you a practice that is simple, effective, and very powerful. One for the rising sun and one for the setting sun. At the rising sun, you must utter words that carry potent truths. Say you deeply care and love your wife. The darkness of your ego projection is like, fuck her, fuck this, fuck that, she said this, she did this, I'm mad, I don't care, it's over. You holding a grudge is not life-giving nor truthful. So at sunrise, you will go towards the sun. Why are we using the sun? The sun is truthful because it gives life, and the sun's the sun's magnetic pole gives you lucidity. So sometimes you're in dreams and you're repeating patterns of your life because why? You're absorbed in your emotional complexes, you're absorbed in your internal dialogue, you're absorbed in pettiness. So your scope is very restrictive or very reducing. The sun expands. Ego or light contracts. Therefore, we use the sun because the sun is the object with the highest magnetic pull. But this pull allows you to get a better overview, to get a better, to see things outside of yourself, to observe things outside of yourself. And also because the sun witnesses everything. So you, at the sunrise, you will go and say towards the sun, I love my wife, whatever her name is. I deeply care for her. I cherish her. I love her. And I'm grateful for her. You're doing it at the rising sun because as many lies as you've told yourself, and as many darkness have you cloaked yourself in, you're trying to use the ascended trajectory of the sun to not only elevate your words, to elevate your feelings, but to rid you of the darkness. So the proof of this is, so sometimes you have dreams and you're trying to move, but you're staying still or you're in slow motion. That is because you're lacking chi or emotional life force. Why is that? When your heart, the true storehouse of energy within you, which is when your heart, which is the true storehouse of energy within you, which is unlimited, tells you go towards your wife, you don't go towards your wife. You let your stubborn pride, you let your stubborn conceptions, your stubborn personality get in the way. And so at night, you see the invisible reflection of you refusing to take and to help yourself with a much faster and direct source of energy, which is your heart, which is as fast as the sun, and you decided to go with your brain-based commands, which is so-called light energy that is very weak. And so you're trying to move, you can't. You're trying to throw a punch, you can't. Why? Because you're stuck in light. You're stuck in belief. You're not based out of your heart. You're based out of your brain. So for 30 days in the morning, whatever you're resisting internally or externally, you go say it towards the sun. If you're resisting the love you have for your mom, for your dad, for your sister, for your brother, whatever it is, the highest truth, the most highest and potent truth in your heart, express it towards the sun and let the sun carry it. As for the sunset, when your day is over, imagine that today is your last day. Express your thankfulness and your gratitude to the sun. So when the sun is setting and you've expressed your thankfulness and your gratitude for whatever it is that you have, the sun is going down in the underground. But as it goes down in the underground, which is your subconscious, which is your dream state, it is giving you what you were thankful for. And so whatever you were thankful for will increase during the night, and in the morning you get to do it again. So you're taking full advantage of the sun visibly and invisibly, consciously and unconsciously, and by using your words, which are extremely powerful and go in many different dimensions and directions. By using your words, you are now activating, and you are, cultivating solar energy. And that will allow you to activate this truth body, which is based on your heart, the unlimited supply of energy within our hearts. Whatever comes from your heart is direct. It's clear. It doesn't take 100 patterns. It doesn't need to get modified. It doesn't need to get, oh, I shouldn't say it that way. Whatever's in your heart, say it, express it, feel it. Even if your brain is mad, your brain is upset, don't let that take you away from what your heart is feeling, and express that. So sunrise and sunset. That is the difference between what most occult, I'm not going to say most, but a lot of occult, when occult literature, when they talk about the light body, they're talking about the former and not the latter. But you do not want to be based in beliefs, in coercion, in knowledge, infinity, ignorance. You want to be based out of your heart, and by using the deepest emotions and marrying them and combining them with your speech and the sun, you can transform your life in 30 days. Because that puts, now that we often hear about so-called manifestation, but by using your heart, your words, and the sun, now you're fast tracking yourself to a life that is based on what is here. And what is here is effortless, organic, and in tune with nature, if you will. So that was the video for today. The heart mysticism, activating your solar body, the difference between the solar body and the light body. Don't forget, July 20th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, it is the Q&A. And August 3rd is the science of burial and cremation and why reincarnation is not real. So comment, share, like, and subscribe. Peace.